On January 4th, Greg Graves, the chairman and chief executive of Burns & McDonnell, announced that he would be retiring from the Kansas City engineering firm at the end of 2016. In an interview with the Star, he looked back on some of his company's achievements under his helm and looked forward to increasing civic involvement in retirement. So, Mr. Graves, what would you say have been your biggest achievements as the head of Burns & McDonnell?
The thing I'm proudest of by far are the people who work here. So they're not just employees. They act like owners. They realize that the employee ownership is not just a benefit program here at Burns & Mac. It is who we are. They've made it one of the safest construction companies in America. They've made it one of the most financially successful engineering firms in history. They've made it one of Fortune magazine's best places to work. And they've been named year after year after year one of the best service organizations in our whole industry. I just couldn't be more proud of them and the company they've built.
And when you leave Burns & McDonnell, what will you and your wife focus on?
So Deanne and I have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. And so there are still organizations in town that I believe can propel Kansas City to that top 10 national city list. I think, though, if we're going to make that next level, a couple organizations in our town have to take their next step to being top 10. One of them is the University of Kansas Hospital. That's already easily one of America's top 25 hospitals. I believe, and the people who work there, executives like Bob Page and Tammy Peterman, that it can even take that next step to being a top 10 national hospital. It needs to expand, and it needs to get even better at all the things it's already best at. And finally, Deanna and I are going to get very involved in the Kansas City Repertory Theater, where she already serves as development chair, and I already serve as board chair. So Kansas City is already this great arts and theater town, but it needs to be top 10 in those areas. It needs to be Seattle or Austin or Nashville, and it can be that. We have a top 10 artistic director in Eric Rosen, and we can take this repertory theater as the epicenter of a great theater town, and we can make it even better.